Ja, Rastafari. What's going on, YouTube? It's RASTAFARI, One Love, back with another YouTube video. And today, I just want to go ahead and touch on the title of the video. How did I get into martial arts? So, before further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Also, if this is your first video, please hit that subscribe button and also click that notification bell so that way you can be notified on future videos that I upload. I upload one video a week, so if you would like to see more of my content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And like I said, hit the like button as well, please. Also, understand that I have a holistic fitness brand as well as a self-published book. And if you would like to check those out, go to divinebodyandherbs.com to shop at the link below. So here we go, quick video, and this actually not even gonna be long. So I got into martial arts at the age of 7 years old. So we're looking at about 15 years now. I'm currently 22. About 15 years of being in martial arts, and actually what got me into martial arts in that beginning, I always kind of grew up watching wrestling. I remember at a really younger age, I seen a boxing match with my dad, and didn't really know what I was watching. I just knew it was interesting at that time. But it wasn't until I got like 6, 7 years old where I really started to like martial arts, because my grandma had ended up sending us a suitcase with a whole bunch of Dragon Ball Z VHS tapes. Yes, like that old. So I ended up watching them, of course, as a kid, and fell in love with it. And even in second grade, I fell in love with martial arts then as well because of Naruto, and Naruto was so cool. But really the big kicker was really within not 7th grade. It was around 7 years old, which when I was around 3rd grade. 3rd transition to 4th grade. That was the big kicker of really getting into martial arts, because around that time, I was really short. Not gonna lie, I was a very short child in elementary school. I never really had a big growth spurt. So around that time, I experienced a lot of bullying around that time as well, even just for like loving anime and this, that, and that, other. So my mama was like, you can't be letting these folks pick on you like that. And I was like, all right, I got it. So long story short, I ended up teaching myself how to fight more on the line to defend myself, just so that way folks wouldn't mess with me. And it does definitely work. I mean, shoot, you know what I'm saying? Once you put your foot down and stand for something, folks don't come at you like that no more. So there was that. Fast forward to about 2009, 10ish, I ended up moving to Texas, and Texas was very peaceful for a while, from 5th grade up to like the middle of 7th. I didn't actually worry about anybody bullying me or anything. I wasn't getting into fights or anything like I used to when I was in elementary school. People, to me, when I was living in Texas, was a lot more friendly. Now, granted, I still loved martial arts. I was always practicing. Like, I was still watching Naruto. I was practicing all the time and things like that, just teaching myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I never had a teacher as well. I just always taught myself. But it wasn't until I moved back to Georgia in the middle of 7th grade. I moved back to Georgia where folks started trying to light people up again. And by people, I mean me. And I wouldn't even necessarily say bullying, because when I look at bullying, it's when you let somebody do something. And when I came back, I wasn't letting nobody do a doggone thing to me. You understand what I'm saying? So when I got back to Georgia in 7th grade, I ended up getting into a lot of different slap boxing things, because then I was still short. I wasn't very tall at all. Like I said, I never really had a growth spurt. I kind of just grew steadily over time. So I got into a lot of slap boxing fights or whatever, this, there, and that. But through all those slap boxings, they actually kind of built a lot of respect as far as like peers and things like that, because I kind of grew up where a lot of people was really getting into like a lot of gang related things. So I got a lot of respect in the area that I lived in, because it's like I had the heart to fight back. Actually, I ended up finding another love in fighting as well, just for the thrill of it, because it's just like it just got something that I really loved. I just really enjoyed the act of fighting itself when I came back. And it actually wasn't until later on the next year of 8th grade when I started advancing in other areas of fighting, as far as like learning more about boxing. I started picking up on Muay Thai. Actually, believe it or not, my last street fight ever was in 8th grade. I fought somebody in school, but that's a whole nother story. And yeah, like I said, this video wasn't really long. That was really just kind of like my whole spiel on how I got into it. And I want to kind of just fast forward to now on how fighting has changed my life, as far as like getting into it from 7 years old due to bullying and where I'm at now. is I really say over all that time, it built a lot of character. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing that I've been to the position where I had to defend myself because, you know what I'm saying, folks were bullying me for whatever reason that they may have. It built a lot of character, it built a lot of discipline, and it also taught me the way of fighting without fighting. You understand what I'm saying? So like, basically what I mean is that just because someone comes to me, you know what I'm saying, with the intentions to do harm, and I use that in quotation marks because somebody can only harm you if you choose to let them. And when you study in martial arts, you learn martial arts, one thing you truly learn is patience and composure. And when you also learn to master your words, you realize you don't have to use your hands as much. So that was a really big lesson I've really learned throughout my youth, going up to this age now, as far as just being a martial artist. Yeah, like I said, this video wasn't really too long. I just wanted to make something and put out. It's probably not even the best video that I made thus far, but it's okay. And that's why I need help from you guys to drop a comment down below on what future videos you would like to see. I want to keep this channel on the lines of just Rastafari, martial art, and anything dealing with dreadlocks. For those who don't know, I'm also in barber school, so anything hair related, I could probably talk to you about. Like I said, if y'all really like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. I'm coming back every week with a whole new video, so please go ahead and leave a comment down below on what it is that y'all want to see. I want to be able to give more content for y'all and not just make content for me, because this channel is not just for me, it's also for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving content to give to y'all and spread wisdom. So please leave a like, follow, share with a friend, all of those good things. One love, RASTAFARI out.